Hi, this is Kermit, and I'm doing an unboxing here on, well, three different things. One, brake and clutch levers. Two, bar end mirrors. And three, a microphone adapter for the GoPro. Now, I don't know which is which, so I'm going to open them all up and then talk about them individually. Yep, definitely what I thought. So I'm going to zoom in into these more specifically or what have you, but we have here the brake and clutch levers, we have here the bar end mirrors, and here the adapter and what have you. Alright, now as it turns out, these two are going to go on a Kawasaki Z900. Funny thing is though, I actually don't have the bike yet, so why, might you ask, would I order parts, especially accessory parts, for a bike that I don't have yet? Well, there's actually a couple reasons why. And so reason number one why I would buy accessories for a motorcycle that I don't have yet is I need to first sell one of the motorcycles that I have now, my 2009 Kawasaki Versys 650. I need to sell that one first. And then there are a few other boxes that I need to check. They're going to take me a couple months. And so with that being number one, it kind of goes into thing number two. So thing number two is that right now we're in the middle of the stay-at-home lockdown situation because of the coronavirus. And so what that means is that the mail is delayed for non-essential items. And we would definitely say that motorcycle accessories are non-essential items. So I completely respect that, because things like, ventilators and, hospital equipment and, things that are really related to people's health, first priority. All right, so given though that it's going to be at least 2 months, ordering the parts now, because sometimes it takes a couple months for certain things to get in that are non-essential. And let's suppose I waited a couple months and then started ordering the accessories, as opposed to ordering the accessories now, and then when I get the motorcycle, pow, I put them all on at once. It's all together, and I've already personalized it all the way. So we're gonna, in a little bit, when we focus in specifically, talk about the function and then the style of each one. But the reason I'm ordering them now is because, well, we're on a delay, and it also gives me some excitement in the meantime. All right, so first we'll open the mirrors. So these are bar end mirrors that go on the end of the clip-on. Well, in this case, it's an actual bar. Now, there are a couple reasons. Like I said, it's form and function. Oh, I see what's happening here. Maybe it's popped out of a bag or something. Whoa, pieces are rolling out. Oh boy. All right. I should have gotten a small container. I think I will. All right, so obviously something plastic has ruptured and all the parts are coming out. So it said that it was coming with no instructions, so I said I'd be able to figure it out. Oh yes. Quite nice. All right. And then we just kind of give it an eyeball and see if I have essentially two of everything. I know that the sides are going to be a little different because, well, one, you have to be careful of of course, the throttle, because you need to return back correctly. And on the other side, it can go flush mount without a big concern. All right, I'm going to say yes, because all the parts appear to be. And I imagine I can rethread that. Okay, so I'm going to look at some more pictures and figure it out and make sure I have all the parts. And so these will end up, I can adjust the position here. And these are going to end up mounting. I think I'm going to mount them so that they sit out like that. It'll be difficult to see. Mirroring. So that they sit on the end of the bars like this. All right, so here's the reason. We got first the functionality. So I've had quite a few Kawasaki's, and on each one, going through them, if we start with my ZX7, both my ZX10s, also the Versus I just mentioned, they all had the mirrors that come up and sit out kind of like rabbit ears. The thing about that in all cases is that on the Ninjas, I'm looking right here in the corner of my arms, and on the Versus, I'm looking at the top of my shoulders. And so I sat on the Z900 in the dealership, and the same thing is true. It's showing me my shoulders. And so by putting these on the end, I'll be able to see completely behind me without having to do what I do now, which is if I want to see directly behind me, I have to kind of swerve out a bit, look behind me in the rear view, and then swerve back. So that's what's going on with that one. So that is the function. Now with style, the thing about it is the way that the factory mirrors come up, they sit up kind of like antenna or what have you, and it kind of disturbs the more cafe racer feel, that flat across the bar feel. So instead of being all up high like this, being out gives a more flat across the bar. And I'm intending to get one that's black. These would be blacked out, more flat across the front for the aesthetic. So that's the mirrors. And now for the levers. All right, so let's get them out first and kind of check them out. It's hard to tell in pictures and on video really kind of the look and build quality and how something feels. So, all right, these are much more substantial. All right. Ooh, nice. Okie doke. And then, all right. Very nice, up close. So, form, function, style. So first of all, I'll go in reverse order this time. So the styling aspect is that the ones from the factory, the straight ones, they're silver, and again, I'm wanting to have a more clean, blacked out look at the front with green accents. And so that's kind of like the stylistic reason I wanted the color, the green upgrade look, and also to go consistent with the blackout. Now, but for function, I use a 2-finger squeeze, and and I wanted it to definitely be adjustable. I've used, one of my buddies, he insists on having either shorties or curved levers. And every time I ride his bike, I'm always really happy with the way they feel, and with the technique I use, the control that I end up having. And so there it is, the function and the style. And so yeah, I'm happy about these. I'm gonna have to see, obviously, when I get the actual bike. I didn't want to get them too green because I didn't want the greens to clash. It's very difficult to match greens for Kawasaki sometimes when you're buying aftermarket parts. But I am happy because that will be, it's not big, it's a small kind of an accent thing. It was either this or the red to go with. So we'll see how it all goes whenever they get set up, but I'm happy with those. The levers. All right, thank you very much for checking out the video. So whenever I'm able to get the bike, I'll definitely make another one about installing the parts, and I hope you'll check that one out too.